Howdy folks, Jacob of E from here. I'm sure some of y'all have been anticipating my doing a video on Lahaina. I have family, lots of family in Hawaii, being Hawaiian myself. I had one cousin lost her home in Lahaina. But the real question is, who or why? Don't believe the mainstream media. Oh, this is a perfect storm of, some fire, some volcano, and hurricane winds. No, I don't think so. As a matter of fact, I don't think so at all. But here's some stuff for us to check out in Lahaina. Well, basically from all the different videos and the things that I've been looking at, and I've done some research. A lot of these people that are talking on here, I actually happened to look into a couple of things. One of them being, Lahaina was the capital of Hawaii, the Kingdom of Hawaii, where Queen Lilikanani was the last emperor or empress of Hawaii. And when the United States came in, they moved the capital from Lahaina and moved it over to Honolulu. And Lahaina is one of the only places that is still locally owned by Native Hawaiians. The natives in Lahaina are the only ones that still own the property. They have been approached by BlackRock, Vanguard, Oprah Winfrey, offered billions of dollars for their land, and no one is selling. I find it pretty funny and interesting that now all of a sudden, because they keep saying no, that the Hawaiian people aren't budging, thank God, now all of a sudden this happens. Oh, and by all means, feel free to hit pause at any time and look at any of these things up. We're looking at a direct energy weapon. Folks, when this first came out, my very first impression was this was caused by a direct energy weapon or lasers from satellites or high-flying crafts of some sort. And I've got some things to back it up.
Pisses me off. The fact that we can send billions and billions of dollars and troops to Ukraine, while our own American citizens right now in Hawaii are without food, water, shelter, and just basic necessities to survive. And the thing that gets me even more is the Americans that are trying to help these people are being denied access to helping these people by the government. Because apparently if you're not Red Cross or FEMA, you're not allowed to give somebody food, water, or gasoline. They are withholding all of this from the Hawaiian people. They are not allowing them access to any of these necessities. Meanwhile, our government has no problem getting things to Ukraine immediately. Also, tell me the last time that 3 natural fires started naturally all at the same time. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not buying this whole it was a hurricane or whatever the hell they're saying caused this. It's BS.
Message.
Oh, and it's just pure coincidence too that the 3 areas affected by the fire are the most precious land in Hawaii that all the elites have been trying to get their hands on forever. And the locals will not sell out to them no matter how much money they've been offered. It's pure coincidence.
We've been withholding every single one of our donations because we are not a part of FEMA.
So give this gentleman a listen to.
I've been in the industry of people losing their homes due to fire, flood, monsoon, emergency services. But I need you guys to hear me out. You don't see what's going on. I feel something is bigger. I've been on Maui the last 9 years, and I know the geographical location and how everything works. There was no fucking way that a hurricane missed Big Island, went to Maui, and didn't flood them, didn't give them, crazy other things, but it caused fires. It caused fires.
Hurricanes don't do that, folks.
On Maui, but it caused fires in the most precious parts of real estate in Maui. Lahaina Front Street is worth billions. The Hawaiians that have been holding out and the Kanaka have been holding out for years, not wanting to sell their property in Lahaina due to these big million-dollar companies. It is not a coincidence, I don't believe, how in the most precious parts of Maui, Kula, Lahaina, and Kihei, that the locals that are standing strong and do not want to give up Oprah Winfrey's fucking view up in Kula that the Hawaiians are holding out on, that the fire was going to, the Hawaiians and the Kanaka that was holding right there on Front Street.
It's a crying shame, folks. All the properties, all these people that lost their homes, and they're denying them access for food, people trying to donate. Come on, folks. You can't tell me this isn't bullcrap. This was intentional. The Vanguards, BlackRocks, Oprah, they want that property. But the real question is why? Why do they want that specific location? And this guy's got a lot of good information. Check this out, folks.
So today we're going to talk about some updates on the Hawaiian Fire situation. Now I want you to look at this guy's page, go to his Instagram, and follow him. He's talking about how people are trying to bring in supplies such as water, food, and gas, and they are being turned away. The military is turning away people from helping, and he was talking about this on his page. Now, if we take it a step further, the governor was asked, why didn't the system go off when the fires were happening? And he was basically saying it must have been a malfunction. But what's interesting is a person commented, the siren sounds went off when there was...
Anybody ever notice that guy's name is Josh Green? That sounds like a fake name. Why is a governor a haole? Why is the governor not a Hawaiian? That's a big problem in my opinion.
No tsunami, but the sound when an actual burning fire disaster doesn't occur. What's also interesting about the governor was he passed this executive order just before this in July, which could take away the land from the people based on if they need to rezone. There's also
very interesting
how the Red Cross has had hundreds of millions of donations from all these celebrities, but they don't have any security and they're having to move the people out who have lost everything.
So, the governor passed this law to be able to take the people's land away from them. And then shortly thereafter, just a couple months later, poof, it burns up. Oh, what a great way to be able to take the land away and then sell it to BlackRock, Vanguard, and Oprah Winfrey. How you like them apples?
So then we look at this lady's work and we can see that this looks like a land grab. If all of these politicians and celebrities really cared, why aren't they talking about this legislation? This legislation was something that was proposed on January 5th of 2023. 51 acres in the same area of the fire would be turned into a housing project.
Ain't that some shit?
Now what's also interesting is this follows the Agenda 2030 plan as well. So we really have to ask, was this just what the media reported or something planned?
And for the final little piece of evidence, given to us by the local news. I didn't even have to look it up. This is really cool because there's closed caption cameras that you can gain access to and you can find them. I didn't even have to do it. The news already did it for me. Thanks, guys. Check this out.
Unusual sight captured on camera. Japanese and local astronomers say the Chinese satellite was recently seen beaming down green lasers over the islands. This video captured atop the Subaru telescope on Mauna Kea, operated by the National Astronomical Observatory of Japan. Bryce Moore has the story.
The lasers flash for just a couple seconds. Initially thought to be from a NASA altimeter satellite, the Japanese put out a correction note on Monday saying NASA scientists found a most likely candidate as the ACDL instrument by the Chinese Daki-1 AEMS satellite. I went to a University of Hawaii astronomer who read up on AEMS instruments.
Look at that.
It's a Chinese satellite that is measuring pollutants, among other things. It has many different instruments on it. Some kind of topographical.
Now, for those of you who do not know what a DEW is, or a direct energy weapon, you can put it in any search engine, and you can pull it up and you can find out. In fact, right here, it's showing from Snoops where 2023 Maui fires caused by a direct energy weapon. Well, go on ahead and read that, but don't believe that because they're full of crap. They're saying, nope, it's false. Well, how can they say that? Because all of the government officials have been saying nobody knows how the fires were started. It's still undetermined at this time. Direct energy weapons are lasers, high energy weapons that can be put on the front of planes. They can be shot from a ship. They can be shot from satellites. Yes, that's true. So, I just showed you guys the video proof from a closed caption TV shooting down. Guess what, folks? That's exactly what happened. So now you know how it happened. You know why it happened. Yeah. Pretty sick, isn't it? So to all of my family and friends in Hawaii, for all those that were involved in the fire, those that lost their lives, the families, my heart and prayers go out to you. So eyes open, folks. No fear, and remember that love is the only way forward.